Wee Mama late night stream. It's time to get vampiric. Damphuric, I suppose. We in this. Actually, we're not quite in this. Hold up. Give me a second. I forgot one last thing. I need to do a window capture. Select the sub-region. Shrink. Well, something I couldn't have done earlier on till the stream started was create our viewer count, which is probably astronomically low because it's very, very late. But whatever. Actually, I mean, I guess I could just wait until people show up, if anybody would at all. Could just be a test stream, and I can delete it later. I kind of want to play the game, but at the same time, if nobody's gonna show up, video output low. What do you mean? Oh, probably because. What if I just Oh, somebody is watching. Probably me. Now that I just paused it, though. Still making sounds in my face. That's great. If anybody would at all. Oh yeah. I can delete it later. Now we can see if somebody is truly viewing, or if it is just myself. The hell? Oh, I scrolled down, didn't I? Scroll back up, and then, ooh. Dundee, Crocodile Dundee. Late night test stream. Ha ha ha. I don't want anybody to miss the intro to this game, but at the same time, I also definitely don't want to skip out on playing it, because I want to play this late into the night. Well, whatever. I suppose I could always just watch it tomorrow. Anyways, there's a big change here. 1. We are going back in time. This is not simply... Man, this is my old file. 195%. Jesus. I almost maxed out the entire game. Input Victor to play as Victor Belmont. Oh yeah. I'll do that real quick. Actually, I guess I don't need to. The prologue still happens regardless. But yeah, you can play as Victor Belmont once you finish the game. Oh, yep, somebody left. Oh well, whatever. We are on the PS1 now, which is technically a jump up in quality from what we were playing last time, which was, of course, the TurboGrafx-16 emulator. Now we are on higher, yet lower quality. That and the voice acting is actually pretty much about the same, but... File select. We're gonna go for the third file down. Actually, you know what? Honestly, that Victor Belmont file that I had over there was not very far in. And there's no real need to show it off, because I could show off everything I need to in the prologue. So let's do that now. Let's file select. We're not going to go with Victor mode, but it is there. And I might play that at a later date. In the meantime, let's go with a different Belmont's name. Let's go with Julius. In this old-timey text. Journey back to 1792 and the Transylvanian countryside of Romania. Ah, full motion cutscenes! Truly advanced for the time. Despite this being a 2D game, which is actually one of the few on the PS1, they managed to get away with it. Because, like, Sony, if you didn't know, Sony back in the day, they literally insisted that you play. Oh, is that the bridge level? That's cool. It literally insisted that the game that when you play if you're making a game, it had to be 3D at the time, and only very few games got around that. like Mega Man X4 and Symphony of the Night, which got to be regular ass games despite Sony's sort of embargo. Castlevania, still standing after Victor Belmont defeated its master. Suspicious? Yes, absolutely. But well, actually, to be fair, this isn't the present. This is back. Down and down and down and down, down, down. The final stage. Bloodlines. Oh yeah, we Victor Belmont again. This is looking awfully familiar, ain't it, huh? We were just here a second ago. But now we have abilities we didn't have before, like the ability to run and jump and freely move in midair, and this jumping animation that was definitely not there before. We used to just go like this. Also, we have a super jump, and we have a dash move. Wait, crap. How do you do it again? There it is. I can do it in midair. I cannot go back though. And we have different music. Instead of it being Poison Mind, it's prologue. I love how it still gives me the life bar. I have 0 lives apparently. Only 1 life to live in this game. And I can do this. Just like in Smash Brothers, which was actually inspired by this. And there's a button here that lowers down the secret exit instead of it just being an invisible path. Man. Things sure have changed since like an hour ago. Down, down. And this secret passage looks entirely different. Oh, but we can still do the backflip. Nowhere near as useful in this game, I should bring up, but it is still here. Dark Shield, Balladeer, Moonrod. Yeah, no, the backflip is way gimped in this game. You used to go flying in the past game. Firebrand, Heart Refresh, the Shield Rod, the Sunglasses, the Portrait of Sire. All items I can't even use because Victor doesn't have a menu button. Yeah, if you wondered where his down tilt is, did those refresh? Well, they did. They have all the items back. I guess he just put them back because he was like, useless, I don't need any of this. And unlike the original game, the cross is nowhere near the best weapon to be using in this scenario. On the contrary. 50. We had max, I think. No, we can have more. Yeah, there we go. We about to melt this boy. We actually need the holy water. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. It is not by my hand that I am once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls
and make them your slaves.
The same can be said of all religions.
Your
words are as empty as your soul.
Mankind
You'll need a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk.
How about you? This game actually does a good enough job of informing you ahead of time. Alright. Hi. Oh wait, shit. How do you... Right, it's the up button. Right, I remember. So used to pressing select for my super attack. Hydro Storm! Damn. Jesus Christ. That drained his health bar so fast. Are we playing Victor mode for real, or is it... Ow. Yeah, we're definitely playing Victor mode. I'm getting my ass kicked. Or is it Maria? Me power! And now he's transforming into his final form, which is way smaller than it used to be. Hydro Storm! Wow. Hydro Storm! Oh, he has more attacks now, though. Whoop! That's right. Gotta be! Ah! That was supposed to be a screenshot of the gameplay, but it doesn't show up in the emulator. Doesn't matter. I love that line. That entire opening sequence is endlessly quotable. It was Victor Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula, Lord of the Vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the dark priest Shaft. However, one night 4 years later, under the glare of the full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. With no idea where to begin his search, Maria Renard set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the castle of Dracula, which rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized out of the mist as to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal slumber, but now he's awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who will emerge victorious. Dun, dun, dun. This is the first game that has Michiru Yamane as the composer, by the way. Actually, did I adjust the volume properly again to be... Yeah, I did. It's back where it's supposed to be. It's the first game to have Michiru Yamane be the composer on it. And as they say, we are now playing a totally different game with a totally different HUD. In comes Alucard, moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour because he's a vampire. Well, damn sure. Whoop! Okay, that intro was total bullshit, by the way. That's not how it happened at all. It was nowhere near that easy. I couldn't just Hydro Storm and obliterate everybody. Now we're playing as Alucard. We got a sword. We can do button inputs. And we can slash diagonally. And we can backdash. And yet we're somehow less overpowered than Richter Belmont. Now animations are 1,000,000 times smoother. This is some of the most smooth animations in I'd say the entire series. Taking out wargs in one hit. No zombie bitches from Symphony, well, actually from every Castlevania game are back. And they're more vicious than ever, I would say, if I wasn't lying through my teeth. Put the chat here, even though I think the person watching is just my phantom viewer. My viewer familiar. They can't do shit damage for me. I can level up. There's experience in this game. Dun 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 dun. I can teleport slash. That's just a special ability tied to my weapon. I can't get anything from hearts. There's blood effects when I kill things. Ooh, a pot roast in the wall. This is Castlevania. And because I am a vampire, I cannot enter the water without harming myself. Well, not vampire, but you know what I mean. Can't do backflips or anything like that. I'm relegated to sword strikes and whatnot. This is a very different game we're going in. The last game was a 2D level progression side scroller. This game is a Metroidvania. Not technically the first of its type, since Simon's Quest also had that sort of progression. And of course, Metroid 1 and Super Metroid came before this, and Metroid 2, now that I think about it. But it is a Metroidvania in the sense that, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. It is a Metroidvania in the sense that this is one of the games that popularized it. This and Super Metroid, which were around the same time. Turkey! Oh, by the way, there's a glitch that you can do if you have purposely negated your equipment, or rather... Okay, this game for some reason has a Necklace of J. This game for some reason has a mechanic, or rather has it so that the music cuts off the second you go in your menu. That's not how any other Metroidvania behaves. It's just this one. It's weird, but another thing to note is that there is a thing you can do. We're about to hit a pretty infamous, I'd say. I guess infamous would be how you phrase it. An infamous point in the game in which we're going to be stripped of our equipment. However, before that happens, if you specifically, like, depending on what you do during that prologue stage determines Alucard's base stats. If you purposely speaking remove some of his stats so that he has like the worst possible stats possible at this point, and then take off all of his equipment, you can actually get hit by one of the wargs in such a way that launches you flying past the next room, which makes it so you don't lose any of your shit. Speaking of which, oh hey, it's our old friend Death, looking like how he does in
What is your
business here.
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending yodels.
I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
Also, deep voice Alucard is the best Alucard.
We will meet again.
The PSP redub for this game is trash, which is weird. Well, actually, I wouldn't say so. It's just that Alucard sounds... yeah, no, we lost all our equipment. Now we're done, and we're back to punching with our fists. Alucard doesn't give a crap. I lost my equipment, whatever. I still got my fisticuffs. Flying kicks. Punches. I'm a vampire, yo. My punches are super strong. Look at all those dead people. No, but the PSP version of the game included with the Dracula X Chronicles actually redubs the game, and it's bad. Well, I wouldn't say bad. Like, some characters just like, I'd say Richter is just a straight up improvement. Maria as well is a straight up improvement, and a lot of the side characters you run into are just Alucard is worse, and Dracula's nowhere near as hammy. Patrick Sate's doing a great job, but a much less memorable job. And Alucard has this, I think it's Yuri Lowenthal doing his voice, and he sounds really, really, really prepubescent, which doesn't really fit his character. Whereas here he has this deep-ass, memorable voice. Honestly, I would still recommend playing the PSP version, which is available on most platforms, actually, unlike the last time. And actually, I do need to fix the description. Let me do that real quick. I forgot all about that. A follow-up to my celebratory... Follow-up to my celebratory live stream. Whoopsies. I can actually also get rid of the, live stream. Damn keyboard screwing me over. Might actually do more, PSX live streams. I think I have problems streaming. I think I have problems streaming or not recording this emulator with Fraps, but it works just fine with OBS. So I might actually end up streaming some games like Final Fantasy VII or whatever. You know, he stripped us away of all our equipment, but our punches and kicks are still more than capable of fending off monsters. We were overpowered, now we're just regular. We were extremely overpowered, now we're just regular overpowered. Actually, I did just get a short sword. I guess I could equip that. We actually have 2 item slots. They're assigned to different buttons. Oh, and the red rust. That's actually a somewhat good weapon. I think it gives like the curse status. Oh, no, I remember what it is. Anyways, I'll bring that up later. Well, it's actually kind of a bad weapon. I think it gives Gimps oh, the 2-handed sword. Huh. Now, it reduces our attack, but I think it actually has like a secondary effect. But we won't be seeing that anytime soon. So we can punch and slash now. It's actually the only Metroidvania to give you 2 weapons. The Cube of Zoe allows us to get hearts from these candles, which wasn't really an upgrade beforehand, and quite frankly is... I mean, I guess it establishes that upgrades are a thing. This song will be in Smash Brothers, by the way. This one won't. Actually, yes it will. Dance of Gold is in Smash. Huh. There's not that many songs from Symphony of the Night. Well, there are. There's 4, but... Man, I cannot believe that did not hit me. He was literally slashing straight at my face. Hide Curious. Alright. Hook me up. Is it really just a strap? It's probably bigger than it looks. In addition to having much smoother controls than everybody else, Alucard is also a lot more floaty than than Victor. I should also bring up that this game was actually originally supposed to be a spin-off game. Like this game, although being mainline Castlevania nowadays, used to be a spin-off title for the Castlevania franchise. Hello, save point. This was an experiment because, like, the mainline Castlevania games were supposed to be going the 3D route with things like Castlevania 64 and later Curse of Darkness and what is it? Curse of Darkness and Lament of Innocence. Although those games are nowhere near as popular as this one. There we go. I should mention, kind of like Maria's ability to summon her Guardian Knuckle attack, Alucard also has special moves that are assigned by button inputs, and I know most of them by memory. Yeah, spells, there they are. I just did it here. This is Tetra Spirit. It's just up. You hold up, and then you go forward, down, and then press one of the attack buttons. Bam, bam. 2 people are viewing now. That's impressive. The reason why I was using that is because you see this red skeleton walking back and forth. He can actually land on that button up there, and if you kill him at the second he lands on the button, you can actually get him to... Damn it. There it is. You can actually get him to stop on the button and raise you all the way up, and that's something of a sequence break. But, it's not really necessary, I suppose. I also got a shield earlier. I'm not going to be using that right now, because I prefer to punch things, because they have multi-hit properties and are really, really effective. And really fast, too. Especially that jump kick you can do. That's really powerful. Dun, 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 dun. This game's also like a billion times easier than Rondo of Blood. I can say that without question. Also, we have new and returning sub-weapons that aren't nearly as effective as they were in Rondo of Blood, in some cases. Like, they nerfed the shit out of the Bible. Instead of it being this big-ass circle around you, it just kind of flickers around you a little bit. I find this kind of pretty ironic that this was supposed to be a spin-off, but it's actually more in line with how the games used to be. Well, from a 2D gameplay perspective. Also, some enemies, like the Axe Armors, got redesigns, but other ones are still using their old sprites. Not to mention, those old sprites are going to continue to pop up for years to come. I actually know a lot of these spells, and there is an item. Later on, you will get... Wait, was it? Yeah, Bronze Curious, which is a little bit better. Later on, you will get access to slightly stronger. You will get access to scrolls that teach you these techniques, but I have them all memorized, so I'm going to use them right now. For example, if I press up... Oh, wait, shit. If I press up and then... Was it, like, is it up and then down? Let me do it in a safe distance, so I'm not under pressure. I know I might not actually have enough MP for it either. I might need to get a refresher on some of these, because I actually don't remember them all by memory. Oh, I can actually duck underneath these, unlike Richter. You know what? Screw it. You can sit over there and sulk to yourself. I'm gonna go this way. Actually, I have a map, by the way. Very Metroidvania. Well, very Metroid, honestly. These maps look almost identical. You can definitely tell that there's been... Ooh, a cloth cape. Thank you. A lot of inspiration between the two series. Mostly from Metroid, I'd say. Although it does go in its own direction to a degree. Oh, another thing I like is that Alucard's cape changes color depending on which cape you have equipped at the moment. And there's tons of different variations. Some really, really cool ones too. See, this is why I prefer punches. Look how much faster I killed that guy. I literally just, like, machine gunned him to death with my fists. Like he's hitting 3 times more than what we're seeing. Also, yeah, the axe is here, and it works pretty much exactly the same. Although, sub-weapons are less useful in this game, I'd say. Well, some of them are. I'd say the holy water has actually been restored to form. It's actually in its good form, where it just, like, it stays in one place and hits multiple times, and it's badass. As opposed to its Rondo of Blood form, which is eh. Dun 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 dun. This game has RPG elements, for example. We level up, we have equipment, stuff like that. We have items that we can use that beyond just our base skills. I have magic instead of just having you know, sub-weapon energy. I should also bring up that there is a Saturn version of the game that has more content, but we never got that stateside. It has like worse load times, but it has overall more content. Like there's entire areas and songs that are missing in this version of the game. Even though this is still worth your time, I'd still say that this version of the game is top tier. It's just that it's just also noteworthy that there is a technically superior version out there. And in that version, you actually get a Maria mode, where you play as older Maria Renard. Oh! I also say hello to Gaibon and Slagra. Slagra is the guy with the spear, Gaibon's the flying dude. These are something of reoccurring enemies. By something, I mean like, they reoccur all the damn time. And they team up with each other, because they're bros for life, yo. Actually, you know what? Just for this boss fight, I'm gonna be smart and equip the leather shield I got from earlier, so I can actually block some of those attacks. Oh shit, he turned red. Ow. Saga is kind of like the Spear Knight enemies from the last game. He's also, these two are actually also in season 2 of Netflix Castlevania. Ow. Damn it. Alright, you bastards. You're not taking me out like that. Got him. Well, I got Gaibon. Now it's Slogler's turn. Ow. You won't get me like that, my friend. Damn it, how is it? How do I do that again? I know I can go like... You know what? It's not the time for experimenting. Ow! Shit. Then I'm dead. Never mind, this game is actually harder than Symphony of the... Wait, not harder than Symphony of the Night. Game over. Let us go out for this evening. Let's go out this evening for pleasure. The night is still young. No, but and it also has a very, very long ass game over screen. I actually don't know how to do save states in this on the PSX emulator, by the way. So don't expect me to be using those as often. Although I don't think I will need to. Alright, let me remember my spells properly before I go into that fight. There's Dark Metamorphosis, which I can do right now. Oh. Green Yoshi's here. Does that say, damn it, I can't remember. Inisa, something like that, maybe. I think that's like I, which is that Downy Cup one. And then there's No, the next one. That kind of looks like a coffee mug. That is definitely Ni. And then Sa is the 5-looking one. And I don't remember what that curvy one is. You know what, actually? I have my notes here. Why don't I just use that? My slightly yellowed pages, but here they are. No, that isn't. That's a different symbol I'm thinking of. Let me figure this out real quick. Right. And then the one with the doopity-doop and loop. The loop-de-loop and pull. And my shoes are looking cool. I recognize that one too. Where is it? Wah. So like Inisawa? Something like that. That's not an I just don't remember what that is. I might not even know what that one is yet. Whatever. I'll learn that some other time. Glad to know you're still here, Yoshimitsu. Now how do I do these spells again? I know I have them. That's how you do the Tetra Masters. The up, down, left, right. Or left, right, up. There it is. That's how you do the regular one. Yeah, Tetra Spirit and then Summon Spirit, which is this one. And then there's also, maybe I need full magic for that. If I even have enough, now I think about it. He also has different animations. He has 2 different animations for his I'm about to throw things. He has whatever the hell this is, and then he also has another one. Yeah, this one, where he puts his hand over his cloak. Sort of like his father. Ah, damn it. Dun, 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 dun. This is the boss room, right? Better restock first, then. Just so that we're all clear. He cannot use item crashes because he's not a badass Belmont, but he's a badass Alucard, so it's all fine. He has his own spells. How do I do it? Damn it. Come on. I might not have enough MP, quite frankly. Yeah, I only have 20. Maybe I might not have enough to do Hellfire or Dark Metamorphosis. Oh well, whatever. You guys shall give me enough MP. Ow, damn it. I forgot to equip my my thing. I don't know. Ow. Damn, I'm surrounded. Man, Gaibon, you're not as strong as I remember. Get him! Summon spirits. You guys barely did anything. And they're gonna do their team up attack where they drop each other. Ow. That's right. Get them both. If I can get rid of Gaibon, Slogwa shouldn't be so much of a problem. Then again, there we go. And that should take out... Oh no, he's still there. There, that should take down Gaibon. I think if Slogwa's on the floor, he kind of reaches out for a spear. Which is actually referenced in Netflix Castlevania. Also, yes, every enemy drops a life up. Which we can actually find around the castle. Do I have enough for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, around. I know I have Dark Metamorphosis somewhere within me. Which is a rather useless spell when I really think about it. That death animation's amazing. Anyways, Basilard. That's probably stronger. No, actually, it's a little weaker, but it's faster than my regular attack. So let's go with that. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Those are called bloody zombies, by the way. They're like regular ones, but they burst into blood when you kill them, as all things should. Dun 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 dun. Am I remembering this castle's layout properly? Well, the world may never know. You know what? I'm gonna just look up the button inputs. Screw it. It's been too long. Symphony of the Night. Button combinations. Sure. Spell list. That works. Dun 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 dun. Dark Metaphor. Oh, no, I'm thinking about a different. I'm trying to do Soul Steal. This is Dark Metamorphosis. Wait. There it is. Accompanied by Alucard saying Dark Metamorphosis. But basically what happens is if any blood comes into contact with Alucard, he heals because, you know, vampire. But I guess he has to manifest that ability. Oh, my Dark Metamorphosis actually ran out. Where is it? Yeah, see? It has to specifically be those bloody bits, though. Those, like, little tiny red splotches that come into contact with him. It can't be just any blood, like the blood that spurts out of the bloody zombies. Or the zombie soldiers. That might actually be the name. Whatever. Ooh. Give me stuff. Sunglasses? Hell yeah! Now I'm going to look really cool. I still think that this is the best design Alucard's ever had. But, you know, a few others come close. Honestly, I don't think Alucard ever really looks bad. He just fits with a lot of styles. I mean, unless you want to count classic Alucard, who's, yeah, this is, the shortcut you could have taken out earlier, I think. Thank you, Cannon. Thank you, extra Basilard. So now I have 2. Yeah, okay, here it is. I think you could have got that Basilard earlier, but that's about it. But yeah, if you went up here, you would have been able to get the Basilard a little bit earlier, and then you would have had a good weapon to use throughout the game. But now I have 2. Not that I need one. Not that I need 2, since both of these swing super fast. Hi! Huh, I got him to do the sword swinging animation. That's weird. I can also... Yeah, I'm swinging so fast that he's actually using the sword swinging animation. That's really weird. Seems like a glitch, honestly. You can actually also throw more than one of these axes at the same time. You don't have the limitations that you would have had otherwise. I'm not actually sure if you could throw 2 at the same time in Rondo of Blood, but we can here. We could do that with some weapons. I remember you could do it with, like, I think the knives, maybe the axe sub-weapon as well. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, first off, I was inputting Hellfire correctly, and it didn't work. Do this, and then you can do the quarter circle forward. I guess I just don't have enough SP for it. No, it only costs 15. What the hell? Okay, hold up. Up, down, forward. There it is. You just gotta do it fast. Bang. Yeah, if you do that, you do your best Dracula impersonation and teleport around and shoot fireballs. Which he actually could do in his boss fight in Castlevania 3. So I guess that's just harkening back to that. Whee! And if you hold up, you get the double fireballs from his boss fight, which does way more damage. But if you don't, you just do his standard fireballs, which is the triple flames. Pretty awesome, honestly, especially considering in just the last game, Dracula was using that against you. Okay, this is the diamond sub-weapon. It's kind of useless, but it bounces off the walls and deals damage. Oh, I forgot. I actually don't have the damage thing yet. That's an upgrade too, for some reason. I wouldn't say that one's even remotely as useful as something like the axe, but I guess it has uses. Potion, which you can just use to heal. Although you have to equip it, unlike in other games. This is the bird seed, I think it is. It's like feeding animals, like, you know, those poor people. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a symbol of being poor. It's like you feed pigeons and whatnot, and the meek shall inherit the earth, according to the Bible. But it kind of works like holy water in the sense that it attacks anything on the ground for some reason. Question mark. I think in Victor mode you have access to all of these too. And then we have the much superior holy water, which still works as it used to. It hits way more times. It's busted in this game. You actually throw in something of an arc in this game, though. Did that not hit me? Standing? Okay, I was wondering about that. Okay, we have two paths to go. One of them will most likely kill me, and the other path is where we're supposed to go. So let's go the path that will kill me first. Shall we? Ow. I can see how much damage I took, but not how much damage the enemy did. That's bias if I've ever seen it. We can actually throw more than one, I believe, of holy water. Old reliable. Does he get the cross in this game? I'm not sure. I know Richter definitely does. I'm not sure if they have different sub-weapons either. Oh, I still have both of my, why don't I just equip the sword as my second weapon? Just so I have, an alternative on me. There's no real reason for me to go all the way this way, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I believe this is Marble Garden. Oh, the dolls, no! Okay, these dolls, if they make contact with you, they'll curse you, which means you can't attack. Which just means you're useless and you have to run away like a punk. Keep my distance and swing my sword. Man, they're really creepy. You're wondering if I could understand you? What, speaking Japanese? Kinda? I know when you put the things next to Yoshi, you're probably just saying your name. Yeah, that's probably like Super Green Yoshi 14 or something. Hi means yes. I know basic phrases. I don't know enough to where I can understand exactly what you're saying. I do know how to do that with French, though, but usually it also requires me to understand. Oh well, I guess I was wrong. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I know very few words. I just know the alphabet, and even then, only some of it. Okay, this guy. This is why I wanted to play very safe, because that thing does a boatload of damage. There we go, got him. That would probably take me out in like 2 hits. Actually, is it him? No, no, no. It's Cthulhu up in the room next to me. Actually, what did I get from that? Shows enemy damage. Okay. I still don't have the one that shows the enemy names. And the boomerang skeletons, which are new enemies here. They hide in fear if you get too close to them. Because they prefer to keep things at a distance. I can respect that. Oh, your health bar becomes great afterwards. 9! Which also means no. See, I know the basics of that. Hey! These are ghosts. They're also punks. Really annoying. Really, the only thing I need to get was the ow. Was the cube of Zoe? Or was it the Zoe cube, or was it was the other one? Whatever. I just need to get that so I could see the damage I did to enemies. I really don't need to go the rest of this path because this kind of loops around to where we were before, as you can kind of see. It's him. This guy I have to worry about. This guy, not to be messed with. Unless I cheap him out with holy water. Then he's to be messed with. But if I just was playing normal, he would have killed me. That's why I got a level just from beating him. He's very, very strong. Yep, shortcut. And I got a shield potion. And by potion it means medicine. Like modern century medicine. Bum, bum, bam, boom. Which is actually apparently a reference to Resident Evil. Which is a Capcom franchise, but you know, references nonetheless. Game did come out after that. Magic Metamorphosis really isn't all that useful because there's not that many enemies, especially early game, that bleed. Meanwhile, things like Hellfire just do a shit ton of damage. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to fight that Cthulhu dude again. Why Cthulhu just hanging out in Dracula's house? Hell if I know. Everybody hangs out in Dracula's house. Seems like a demon get-together. You also can only hold so many, so many hearts. Right now, I think my current cap is 69. Giggity, giggity, nice, nice. In a lot of ways, Dracula is vastly more versatile than Richter, but he also lacks like a lot. Alucard. Did I say Dracula? Alucard is vastly more. That's right. And to think that enemy would probably have killed me in Rondo of Blood, but not here. Damn, that's my mom, my grandma. And she turned off the lights. I'm in the middle of streaming. Late night, but still streaming. But in a lot of ways, it's like Richter's base, like just off the bat, off the gate, has more There's more capabilities. Like, he could do his backflip. He could do his whip dangly thing. I actually didn't show that off, did I? I'll make a Victor file just to show that he has it. But yeah, the whip dangly thing, he could do that. He has the whip dangly thing. He has the backflip. He has his slide kick. I mean, of course, Alucard, of course, has access to most of his spells right off the bat, but you won't necessarily figure those out easily. Meanwhile, things like Victor's slide are not that difficult to learn, you know? Ow. He throwing bones at me? Of course he is. They always throw bones at me. What is that, like his rib cage? Looking like different bones than the regular, like, leg bone. Ooh! I hit him with the 1-2. He went like, bah. That was amazing. Ow. Also, yeah, Alucard still suffers from all that knockback that you should be used to from Castlevania at this point. Come on, it's right there. Just swing up. Okay, fine. Had the axe, that wouldn't be a problem, but I don't. So it's a problem. Da 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 da. Alright, save point. How long have I been streaming? Might actually just... What? Nani? See, I know that. I recognize that one. That's what? Oh, wait, shit. What the hell? There we go. My view count has been screwed up this whole time. There we go. Now we're just back and proper. It's only been 49 minutes. We can go for a little bit longer. That effective crunchy PSX sound. I'm not taking the knife. The knife is worthless in this game just as much as it wasn't in Rondo of Blood. In fact, it's probably more worthless than it was in Rondo of Blood, because at least there you can like rapid throw them. Oh, flea men. You're no longer a problem to me, flea men. Although you weren't really a problem to me in Rondo of Blood either. I handled them pretty well. But now I have a downward slash. Y'all can't escape me anymore. Oh, by the way.
Wait a moment. You seem human, and yet, what do you hear?
What do I hear? I do you hear? No, I'm kidding.
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now.
Hey, Maria.
Who are you?
She's a whole lot older.
Not the
Although,
type I can see.
Not that much older, honestly. It's only been 4 years.
Again, if you live that long. Farewell.
At this point, I think she's only like, what, supposed to be 16, yet they gave her this old-ass grown woman voice, which is remedied significantly in the PSP version. She's one person who improved significantly. How old is Maria in this game? I mean, she has aged quite well and is no longer wearing a pink dress, but Maria Renard. Why does it keep autocorrecting to Mario? Alright, how old is she in this game? Human, vampire. Oh, she's 17 in this game. That doesn't, the timeline totally doesn't match up, but she... Oh, wait, she's 18 in 1798. Huh. But I don't know when that is. Okay, it's 1797. Nocturne of Recollection. When the hell is that? Okay, well. Apparently... Wait, Nocturne of Recollection. Isn't that... Oh, no. Apparently it's something else. Internet radio drama that takes place shortly after the events of Symphony of the Night. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. But she's 17 in this game. Even though that time difference does not quite match up with what they said, she is 17. And, he is a playable character in the Sega Saturn version of this game. But in this game, it's just, Richter. And Alucard, of course. Ow! She's still as busted as always. Although I'm not sure if she uses... I think she got, like, significantly nerfed in this game. Like, for one, she doesn't use her animal buddies as, like, attacks anymore. She uses them as, like, actual magics. Like, she just invokes their spirits to empower herself to use a magic type. She's not throwing around birds and kittens at people. Then I'm not sure if she uses a standard attack or still throws the birds, but all I know is that she's nowhere near as good as she used to be, and she's nowhere near as broken as these two. As Richter or Alucard can be. Especially Alucard. Alucard can get busted later in the game. Mostly because it's just mechanics that... Ooh, the stopwatch. Speaking of which, that room we were in, the clock tower there are actually a few secret mechanics. Given how the sub-weapons are different, I might actually do a bit of a Richter playthrough just so I can see the different item crashes. Or I might just look up a video. But that's not till we finish the game. We're doing the canon stuff first. Might actually just stream the entire series, who knows. Depends on how I feel. Well, actually, I can't. Because I can't do the DS games. Those games run horribly on emulators. I can definitely do Aria of Sorrow and Circle of the Moon, though. Not that I want to do Circle of the Moon, because that game is very stiff and very difficult. But, yeah, there's actually a few parameters that open things up here. For example, at a certain time, the left one opens up. If I throw down this one, the right one opens up, and the top one's always open, but I can't reach it. But as it stands, we can't do anything here. If I had a double jump or something, that would probably work. God knows how that one statue is able to move and stop time. Maybe it has Zawardo. In fact, why it only moves and stop time. Maybe it's just constantly locked by stop time. But in this scenario, it's actually freed. I like how it actually leaves like a ow. And after of wherever Alucard stop time.